Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here. This is a Planning Outlook video updated on Tuesday the 14th of August. We're stuck with rather unsettled conditions really. Westerly winds will dominate for the rest of this week, into the weekend and most likely early next week as well, bringing changeable conditions in from the Atlantic. Wettest conditions across the Western Mountains, almost all the way from Wales to Scotland, although maybe the West Highlands faring worst of the lot. Highest cloud bases then generally toward the east, the Cairngorms doing pretty well for driest, brightest conditions throughout the period. So start as you mean to go on then with Wednesday. High pressure is towards the south, low pressure is towards the north, and we've got fronts trailing in. A cold front will slip slowly southeastwards through the day, so some heavier falls developing more across Cumbria and North Wales with time. Low cloud extensive within that warm sector across Western Mountains. There may be a lift of base across the Highlands as that front slips southwards, fresher air following, but areas of showers for the West and Northwest Highlands right through the day, and brisk winds around as well. Down to Thursday, that cold front will have passed southeastwards. We're left then in a cool, showery air mass. Some heavy showers locally with a rumble of thunder mixed in as well. Those tracking from west to east through the day. And just notice the close proximity of the isobars. It's a blustery day across most mountains, winds up to gale force. Now those showery conditions on Thursday will be replaced by more fronts coming in from the Atlantic on Friday, which means the rain is more of a persistent, drizzly, perhaps steadier nature in many respects. So a different type of day, but it's still rather unsettled, still a windy picture, low cloud up many western mountains, highest cloud breaks, northern Cairngorms, maybe the far north of the Northwest Highlands, but rain looks like it comes in and persists across the Western Highlands for a good many hours. Rain and drizzle for the Lake District and drizzly rain, maybe not amounting to too much for Wales, but just enough to make things rather damp. Now some complications into the weekend, just what's left on that trailing cold front. It may well be running in somewhere across the north of England, south of Scotland. It may well be that much of the Highlands escape with just a few showers in a fresh westerly airstream, but something a little bit brighter at times. The lowest cloud somewhere around the front across Cumbria and Wales, and then a further low trying to run in from the west at some point through the weekend. It's a tangled mess really. I wouldn't be absolutely sure of the details, but the idea of a generally westerly airstream, the wind maybe not quite as strong in midweek, but a zone of rain and drizzle and low cloud, again draped somewhere across the north of England and the south of Scotland. It might well be that the far north escapes not too bad again, and possibly Wales improves if that front just shuffles itself a little bit further north with time. You have to say that the overall message into next week stays with a westerly airstream. The only real difference is we're just trying to nudge higher pressure up from the southwest, so we're pushing the jet stream and associated weather fronts just a little bit further north, but we could still find rather mixed conditions with some rain and low cloud at times across western mountains, maybe more focused on Scotland, perhaps higher pressure England and Wales, just giving something drier for longer in further south you go across the country basically, but always the threat of something trying to come through just to spoil things at some point. We're not really shaking off the westerly as we go way through that week, so expect still mixed conditions with the weather systems still trying to come at us from the Atlantic. So keep your wet weather gear handy. You might find you get away with it for a day or so in some places, but there's no real return to dry weather just at the moment. We'll update this video for you again on Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.